Greetings, my dear viewers. The Pyramid on Air. So welcome to our analytical digital pit. And today we have the heading, The Pyramid of Force. Here you will discover the hierarchy of the most powerful characters in the SKIBIDI universe. Get ready for a pleasant viewing, because I've explored for you the 10 most interesting characters. It is very important to note that this compilation is my personal point of view. Therefore, feel free to hit the like and subscribe and write in the comments your versions of the distribution of forces between these characters. My videos are charged with the power of luck, and everyone who watches them from the beginning to the very end will be lucky. So keep your attention in our deep trip till the end. So top 10 characters, let's go. In 10th place, our favorite is Plunger Cameraman, also called Ninja Plunger Man. This hero has a fairly small stature compared to other characters and titans, but his truly colossal and indestructible courage has such tremendous power that in some places it can outshine the cameraman titan himself. That is why they always walked side by side, shoulder to shoulder, like two Black Camera's brothers. I want to admit that this couple of guys won our hearts. Ninja Plunger Man has acquired the role of an inspirer and military motivator for his race due to his indestructible spirit. It is this element that can be used during his resurrection by enclosing the diamond of his spirit in a frame of truly the latest military technology. His main mission is not only to clear the area from crazy SKIBIDI toilets, but also to collect the date of what is happening and deliver these materials to the main server, which they do together with the Cameraman Titan. In his arsenal, he usually uses 2 large plungers for hand-to-hand combat and a small jetpack on his back to quickly move through the air. And despite his death in episode 57, I sincerely believe that he will rise from the ashes with even more powerful powers. Therefore, Plunger Cameraman is in 10th place. In 9th place, meet the enigmatic dual buzzsaw mutant SKIBIDI Toilet, a formidable mechanical monstrosity with a dark past. This behemoth is not your average lavatory. It's a menacing variant of the large SKIBIDI Toilet, outfitted with dual buzzsaws and 6 lethal spears capable of impaling its unfortunate victims, excluding the Titans. Sporting a sleek gray toilet exterior, this mechanical marvel is a force to be reckoned with. In episode 58, this fearsome creation displayed a cunning ambush tactic, hinting at its intelligence. Its mechanical limbs can pierce and electrocute foes, leaving no room for escape. 2 spinning buzzsaws extend from its mechanical arms, allowing it to cut through enemies and breach fortified areas. The dual buzzsaw mutant SKIBIDI Toilet even boasts a jetpack for swift evasive maneuvers. Rumors swirl about its origins, with speculations connecting it to the buzzsaw spider SKIBIDI Toilet from episode 49 and questioning its parasitic nature. However, in the end, it met its demise at the hands of the upgraded Titan Speakermen, leaving behind a legacy of mystery and fear. This mechanical marvel's name may be a mouthful, but its reputation as a relentless and intelligent foe has earned it a place among the top 10 most intriguing characters in the world of SKIBIDI toilets. And so Dual Buzzsaw Mutant is in 9th place. 8th place in the Pyramid of Power is confidently occupied by the mind-blowing power of the character Glitch SKIBIDI Toilet. The first time we saw him was in episode 29. He unexpectedly appeared out of nowhere and began to ruthlessly destroy entire detachments of cameraman and speakermen with lightning speed. He repeated the same thing in episode 54. I believe that despite his small size, this nimble character has a huge potential for technology and hides incredible strength. That is why the cameramen hunted him. This is the real power of chaos, not controlled by anyone. It is impossible to predict, and it kills with one hit with a lightning-fast, accurate throw. How this technology came about is still unclear. If you understand how, then write in the comments. So, can a SKIBIDI scientist replicate this technology? If so, then in the next series, the Alliance will simply not be good. Imagine if he could develop a huge Necro-Titan with the ability to teleport, spit acid, and move at the speed of a glitch SKIBIDI toilet. That is why this outrageous character takes 8th place. But there are stronger characters. Let's see them. We finally got to one of my favorite characters, TV Woman. It was she who, with the help of her unique abilities, was able to trap Glitch SKIBIDI Toilet and allow the cameraman scientist to use a stun gun against him. Believe me, taking the sacrifice alive is much more difficult. We saw her for the first time in episode 49. She, like Camerawoman, occupies a very high position of a manager in her race. Its goals and function, like the main managers of Times and televisions, is to manage the balance of power. It comes at a time when the situation becomes very unfair. I'm sure she's closely related to a secret master we haven't seen in any of the episodes yet. In her arsenal, there are classic ninja knives that we have already fallen in love with, which are hidden in the sleeves like hired killers. It also has the ability to separate the head from the body, and the head equipped with a mini jetpack, and claws. Manipulators can move long distances and rotate around its axis to use technomagic. Her standard set of technomagic includes an orange technolite that burns the organic to the ground and sends the soul as a victim to the otherworldly world of torment. She also has purple technolite, which in turn can hypnotize the victim. But unlike blue technolite, purple technolite makes it possible to use telekinesis, that is, move objects in space. She can also connect to the mind of the victim and order her to crash against the wall to death. Maybe that's not all of her abilities, because the series is not over yet, and her race has 5 main techno-magic abilities. By the way, many began to write to me in comments that a TV woman is only 12 years old. This is absolutely not true. I will definitely prove it in a separate video. In the meantime, TV woman is in 7th place. We pass to the 6th place, which was occupied by UFO Mutant. We first see him in the episode 53. This character occupies a rather high place in the hierarchy of SKIBIDI toilets. He is used for sudden crushing attacks on air units, and for more vile and accurate unexpected strikes. Many people think that its technology is very similar to the glitch SKIBIDI toilet. But according to my hypothesis, this is not so, because UFO Mutant is equipped with a large electromagnetic supersonic engine resembling a large hadron collider in design. This device allows him to move through space with tremendous supersonic speed. Look at his electromagnetic coils. Hypersonic jumps are so strong that the deformable space even bends the building on the street. He is wearing some very strange helmet on his head. Most likely, this helmet uses the latest neurotechnology and connects the mind of UFO Mutant with an electromagnetic engine. Maybe you have other options? Write in the comments. UFO Mutant, equipped with a super powerful plasma thermal cannon that hits opponents with almost a single shot. This makes him a super dangerous opponent. So far, no one has been able to defeat him. His speed has always been his salvation. Also, in the 60th episode, we learned that this character most likely belongs to an extraterrestrial race and lives on other planets. This tells us that perhaps we do not know about all the abilities of this character, and so UFO Mutant is in 6th place. The vile villain G-Man confidently takes the 5th place in the Pyramid of Force. He first appears in episode 7. G-Man is one of the strongest warriors in its army. He is very cunning, sneaky, and dodgy, which makes him truly dangerous. He skillfully uses others in his strategy, and due to this, he knows how to win. One of his main goals is to destroy the Titan Cameraman. His arsenal of weapons went through several stages of upgrade. Let's look at the main stages of its upgrade. A very significant moment is when he got laser eyes capable of destroying the core of a Titan. What he used successfully combined the actions of the SKIBIDI kamikaze. The shield of the Titan was destroyed. Then we see how G-Man has additional armor around the perimeter, an improved powerful jetpack, and 2 strong laser cannons on the sides. Then, in a battle with a TV Titan, he lost his sight and was equipped with protective yellow goggles and additional laser guns. He skillfully handles 6 powerful lasers. To all this, in addition, he has special headphones that protect him from the screams of the Titan speakerman. Believe me, his weapon is still. He has a truly unique survival power. Even the blue flames of the titanium plasma core could not burn his head. And the blow of the deadly turbo hammer only stunned him for a while. That's why G-Man deserves this 5th place in our pyramid of the strongest. And finally, we got to 4th place of honor. Here is the strongest and most insidious SKIBIDI scientist. The strength of his intellect can be compared with the strength of any of the characters we have listed. It is enough to remember those whom you invented and what power they possess altogether. His main goal is to take over the Earth. He has his own development team, which we first see with him in episode 16. Its main function is to develop and implement technology. Just imagine what a powerful mind you need to have come up with and implement all the improvements to SKIBIDI toilets. I'm sure he can come up with many more incredible technologies that will defeat any army. What is the one infection of the Speakerman Titan that he organized? This infection turned the entire course of the series. According to one of the hypotheses, SKIBIDI scientist can create for himself such a body that will grind any warrior and any Titan into powder, and perhaps we will see such a scenario in the future. In the meantime, he confidently takes 4th place.
Get ready. There are 3 main positions left.
And the third in the top 5 is the super popular Speakerman Titan. This character belongs to the most interesting race of Speakermen, the race that came to the aid of the Cameraman in the fight against the crazy chaos of SKIBIDI toilets. The first time we see this character is in episode 26. There he was not yet infected. Its main function is to crush large-sized opponents and protect the main infantry. He is also the mastermind behind his army. In the arsenal of this beautiful hero after the last upgrade, there is a new kinetically activated blaster cannons on both arms, improved armor mounted on speakers, extra body armor attached to the lighter new jetpack, the central core of energy burning red. His main abilities are movement speed and agility, the speed of accurate shooting from 2 guns, the use of a sound wave with which he literally flattens the enemy. Well, of course, his unique ability to play music that inspires his army to great deeds and solidarity. This character deserves a separate detailed analysis. If you also think so, then confirm it in the comments, and I will make a detailed video about him. And the third in the top 5 is the super popular Speakerman Titan. So we are getting closer to the 1st place. And in the 2nd position, the Pyramid of Force is the most mysterious and mystical Titan of the series. It's Titan TV Man. I also do technical magic, so I really love this character. He first appears in episode 41. From the first seconds of his appearance, he shows the unique power of his inner energy. Its main function is to defeat not only big targets, but also massive groups of clusters of opponents. During the course of the series, he acquired 1 upgrade and 1 downgrade in the final battle against the SKIBIDI gang of villains. Its main goal is to maintain a balance between the opposing sides. In its main arsenal is a large screen capable of emitting red technolight. This techno-magic has a terrible effect on the enemy. It transfers his consciousness to a dimension of self-destruction and agony where the entity strives for suicide. With a close impact on the victim, this techno-magic gives just a crazy effect. In one episode, helped him power up with powerful speakers that destroy goggles of SKIBIDI toilets. He also has a central core with purple telekinetic energy, which allows him to predict events and teleport to any point in space. Teleportation gives him a huge advantage in battle. On each of his shoulders, there are 3 large harpoons with which he can tear out parts of the parts directly from the body of the enemy, and they also have a protective function from impact and attack. His arms are equipped with cat knives that can be thrown on a chain for a long distance and pull the enemy towards him. At the same time, he has a jet turbine for flying and moving through the air. The enemy managed to defeat him only due to a group attack and due to the fact that you are fighting alone there. He received significant damage, but this does not mean that he is weak. I am sure that he will return and show himself in full beauty. And so Titan TV Man with dignity takes
the 2nd place.
And finally, my friends, we have reached the peak of our epic Pyramid of Force. Here at the very top sits on his throne the most powerful character in the SKIBIDI Toilets universe, Titan Cameraman. This is truly a mighty character in our loving hearts. We can say that this is a huge flying tank with the intelligence of the smartest machines. Its main function is to protect the army of cameramen and destroy any major obstacles, providing the detachment with free passage to the desired targets and locations. The first time we see him is in episode 20. Then, after the defeat, he disappears and reappears in a completely updated episode 50. I am absolutely sure that this is the best melee fighter of all the Titans. Its mass and crushing punches and kicks are amazing. In his arsenal, there are 2 transforming guns on his shoulders, an advanced jetpack system with folding wings that allows it to maneuver and move between buildings at great speed. On his left arm, he carried a 180 degrees plasma cannon, which he lost in the battle with Acid Skull. His right hand has a built-in magnetic gravity gun that attracts the enemy. In close combat, He also frequently uses his turbo hammer to crush any SKIBIDI toilet defenses. And of course, the main core with special protection, capable of incinerating the heads of enemies with blue plasma fire. One of his main strengths is his ability to quickly combine different melee and ranged combat techniques. With this, he copes with almost any type of enemy. What makes him a truly invincible warrior? You can see more detailed information in my video about the Cameraman Titan, which deservedly occupies the 3rd position. So if you like my video, hit like and subscribe, and also write in the comments on which character you would like to get more detailed analysis in a separate video. And may the force of the pyramid be with you. Good luck!